Hi, I'm Mark Harrison, and you may know me from my various music instruction books or my work here in Los Angeles at the University of Southern California, and before that at the Grove School of Music. In today's lesson, we're going to focus on developing chops for rock piano, and I'll be referencing some examples from my Rock Piano Chops book, which you might have seen in your local store or library, or perhaps online. One very useful technique that we use as rock piano players is big powerful intervals like fourths and fifths. For example, let's say I were to play the notes D, A and D together. Well, that's actually the root and fifth and root again of a D major chord. Notice I don't have the third in there, which would have been F sharp. Okay, just the root and fifth only gives us a strong and powerful sound, which is useful for some styles. Okay. D to A is actually a perfect fifth interval, and A up to D is a perfect fourth interval, so we have a combination of a fifth and a fourth there. Let's take this voicing and move it over one or two different root notes. For example, if I have this over D in my left hand, that's that big powerful open chord, sometimes referred to as D5, implying root and fifth only. Now let's put that over F in the bass. Well, that can be referred to as a D minor over F, also as an F6 chord. Okay. Now let's modify this upper structure voicing a little bit. Let's replace the A with a G. Now I have D, G, D at the top here. Again, a fourth and a fifth interval just flipped around. Let's place that over a couple of different roots. Well, if I put C in the left hand, we have a big powerful chord referred to as a C sus2. What we have with respect to the C in the bass is the fifth of the chord, which is G, and then the 2, also referred to as the ninth, which is D. Okay? And then finally, if I put that same group of notes over G in the bass, I'll get a big G5 open chord, root and fifth only, similar to the D5 we started with. So once again, a quick review of those voicings. D5, like a D minor over F or F6, then a C sus2, and a G5. Okay. These are big, powerful sounds. Now in track number 2 from my Rock Piano Chops book, we take those voicings and apply like a modern rock rhythmic pattern to them. So let's preview that with a simple drum loop and with a count off. Here we go. 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, now in the book we have that track there at different tempos on the audio accompanying the book, that is, and that's great for transposing into different keys and developing. Okay, let's have another example now based on fourth and fifth intervals. This time I'm going to take E, B and E together in my right hand. E, B and E. Again, note the combination of a fifth and a fourth interval, nice open sound. Let's move that over some different roots, and this time in the left hand I'll use some root fifth intervals, which creates some nice body and structure. So if I have root fifth of E there, again I just have a simple kind of E5 open chord there. But now let's say I move the left hand down to D and A. Well, that actually implies a D6-9 chord, because with respect to this D here, the E is a ninth and the B is a sixth. Now if I move the left hand further down to C and G, well, that creates a C major 7 overall. The E and the B are actually the third and seventh with respect to C major. So these are really good open textures, again, very powerful sounding. Borrowing from our track number 3 in Rock Piano Chops, we'll use those voicings in an arpeggio setting. Arpeggio simply means a broken chord style in the right hand. So let's have a listen to that again with a count off. 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, one more application of fourth intervals we're going to look at is fourths sourced from a minor pentatonic scale. This example will use an F minor pentatonic scale, so let's briefly review the notes present in that scale. Starting on F, we would have F, A flat, B flat, C, and E flat. Just a little harmony review there. Those intervals with respect to F as a tonic are a minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, and a minor seventh with respect to F. One of the big advantages of using a minor pentatonic scale for rock pianists is that we can source some fourth intervals from within that scale. Notably, C and F, E flat and A flat, F and B flat, as well as B flat and E flat. So all of those guys, all of those fourth intervals come from F minor pentatonic. I'm sure you can recognize some tunes that uses that technique as a harmonic basis. Final example here, we're going to preview track number 4 from Rock Piano Chops. Uses those fourth intervals over some different root notes available in the key of F minor. Let's check that out. Here we go. Again with the count off. 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed previewing those examples from our Rock Piano Chops book. If you're at all interested in online private lessons, this is the view of me that you would see on your camera, and please contact us at the website address shown on your screen for further information. Thanks very much and have fun developing your rock piano chops.